Matt Murdock tried to change. He walked away from Daredevil seeking peace as a lawyer. But fate, it seems, had other plans. The city's darkness called to him, its cries for justice echoing in his ears. He couldn't escape who he was meant to be. The devil of Hell's Kitchen would rise again. Wilson Fisk, the kingpin, tasted freedom, then captivity. He grasped for legitimacy, for a life with Vanessa. But his past, his very nature, clung to him like a shroud. Power, control, these were his addictions. He would reclaim his throne no matter the cost. Their paths, forever intertwined, led them back to this familiar dance. Murdock and Fisk, two sides of the same coin, one driven by justice, the other by control. A cycle of violence, inevitable and unending. They couldn't outrun their destinies, Daredevil and Kingpin, forever bound by the city they both claimed. The stage was set, the players in position. The battle would begin anew. Vanessa Fisk, a woman of elegance and power, held Fisk's heart in her hands. Her love, his only solace, a flicker of light in his darkness. But even she, it seemed, could betray a king. Her affair, a secret tryst, cut Fisk deeply. The wound, invisible to the naked eye, festered within him. He craved her loyalty, her unwavering devotion. But Vanessa, it seemed, had her own desires, her own secrets. This betrayal, this crack in his carefully constructed facade, fueled Fisk's rage. It reminded him of his vulnerability, the fragility of the life he sought to build. It chipped away at his control, pushing him closer to the edge. Vanessa's actions, intentional or not, had unleashed a storm. Fisk, consumed by anger and hurt, would make the world pay for her transgression. His vengeance, like his love, would be absolute. Forgiveness was a foreign language to Wilson Fisk. He clung to grudges, nurtured them like precious treasures. Vanessa's betrayal, a poisoned dagger to his heart, fueled his desire for retribution. He sought to punish, to break those who dared to defy him. His anger, a raging inferno, consumed everything in its path. Mercy was a weakness he couldn't afford, a luxury for lesser men, yet beneath the rage a flicker of conflict. He claimed to love Vanessa, to desire a life beyond the shadows. But could he truly forgive her? Could he escape the monster he had become? Fisk's internal struggle, a battle between love and vengeance, threatened to tear him apart. He was trapped in a labyrinth of his own making, each step leading him further down a path of destruction. Matt Murdock watched the city crumble under Fisk's reign. He saw the corruption, the violence, the innocent lives caught in the crossfire. His faith in the law, already shaken, shattered completely. He couldn't stand idly by, not while Hell's Kitchen burned. His fists itched for action, his senses overwhelmed by the city's pain. Daredevil, the masked vigilante, stirred within him. The justice system, slow and flawed, had failed to protect the people. Murdock, disillusioned and enraged, realized he couldn't rely on others to do what was right. He had to act, even if it meant embracing the darkness within. Daredevil, a symbol of hope in a city consumed by fear, would rise again. This time, however, fueled by a potent mix of justice and vengeance. The battle lines were drawn, the devil ready to fight.